What's up, guys? Let's not waste any more time. I was kind of hyped. I heard some things about this chapter. Let's get into it. So come on! That talk about tearing the guts up in a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry. That wasn't the cooldown to cover the interval. Oh, for the interval, the gravity technique. That was the hide the mini Uzumaki. Hey, okay, Kenjaku really, he thinking. That boy, he got a brain in him. Because he does. But regardless, let's see. I won't give you time to recover. Okay, so she still could hypothetically recover from this if she had time. That's interesting. Because, like, if I'm Kenjaku, why wouldn't I just blow your heart out? Like, she specifically blocked her face, so going for her stomach, I thought, was a move to stop her from producing cursed energy. But if he just could have gone for the heart, why didn't he? This is Kenjaku, the man, the myth, the legend. But obviously, she's in a state where she's probably not recovering easy anyway, and Kenjaku is definitely about to capitalize. Let's see it. All these flashbacks, dog. Let's see. Aren't you a necessary part of Itadori Yuji's future? What do you mean? Just what I said. This website. Oh, this website. Oh, it hurts me. Oh, this website hurts me. You know what? That'll be fine. Aren't you a necessary part of Itadori Yuji's future? What do you mean? Just what I said. You can sacrifice yourself. You can sacrifice yourself for a little bit's future, but there's really no point if you're not in that future. Sakuma, am I human? I mean, half? Yes, by technicality? I would think so. I would assume. I would believe so. But he has human in quotation marks. So maybe he's like, am I human? Then again, ironically enough, that was the goal of the disaster curses, to become the true humans. So Choso really is the closest thing to a true human. When my little brother's incarnated, I realized their abnormal bodies meant humans would never accept them. But yeah, Choso looks normal. That's why I decided we should live as curses. That's why I slaughtered people in Shibuya, and I slaughtered a lot of people. And it wasn't just people I slaughtered. The one who killed Asa and Kesichu was me. If I chose to live as a human back then, my brothers wouldn't have had to. Ah, yeah. That is true. That is very true. Because they only went after the Jujustu sorcerers because they were acting as curses. Sure, I think as long as whichever is, I think Esso is the more human-looking one. As long as he just wore regular clothes, he would have been fine. Kechizu, he was stuck out of luck from the beginning. That boy incarnated ugly. But regardless, then why? Why did I choose the easy way out? I didn't want to see them all in pain living as humans. Even though they weren't that weak, they were that weak. They felt like pre-Shibuya Yuji. They were definitely, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that weak. I hate to say it to you, bro. They weren't even on your level. And as we've seen against Kenjaku, you ain't even on that, bro. You ain't even on that. So, they was kind of weak. I ain't gonna lie to you. But regardless, even though they weren't that weak, you can guess what happened next. Like some kind of punishment, Yuji appeared, who is in pain from living as a human. That's true. But then again, Yuji could never live as a curse, I don't think. Like, unless he fully gave into the Sukuna personality, I don't think he could ever live as a curse. I'm sure our fate was the four of us. I'm sure our fate was the four of us to fight together. But because I wanted an easier life, Yuji was left alone. You know what, man? Choso is really one of the best and most tragic characters in this series. And he has so little, like, it's weird. He's so powerful, but has so little strength relative to the people who actually matter in terms of power, so that he can barely do anything with his own strength. So all he does is stand by and watches his own brothers, the people he loves the most in this world, suffer in pain and agony. And that's sad, man. Choso has it rough. Use your life, Yuji was left alone. If you die, I'll be alone again. It's true. That is true. Sakumo, you're kind. But I can't. I slaughtered a lot of people for no reason. I no longer have the right to live alongside you. This is all I have left. The last piece where my life has use. That's sad. It's here. Kamo no Uratoshi. So you gotta stop yelling things out, Choso. Just throw. Stop, like, you had to yell, it's parent slaughtering time. And then you got weaved. But Why are you yelling? Especially from so far away. You're on the floor, my boy. Kaminori Toshi. Choso, right here, right now, you have died as a curse. Nah, bruh. Are we actually putting Yuki in a pack? I heard we were putting Yuki in a pack. There's no way we're actually putting Yuki in a pack this early. There's no way on this good green earth to put Yuki in a pack this early. Choso, right here, right now, you have died as a curse. Like, heal yourself. If you have enough to spit words, spit some RCT or something. So live on. Tengen, why? This time as a human. Yuki, now is not the time. Jeez! Bro hit her with... Okay, so Choso's gone, but Kenjaku wasted no time. Hit her with the... Straight dropped her. Jeez. What you're doing here and now. Wow. He real straight bisected her. It was with the karate chop? It was with the karate. Imagine getting bisected by someone just going... That's crazy. As a special grade, it couldn't be me. No, I'm sorry. Yuta could never... No, I'm kidding. Sorry, that's bad. What are you doing now? Tengen. Ah. Man, Kenjaku's so cool, bro. He laughed in the face of despair. Well, he's not... He's at his goal. Like, what do we do now? The narrative's over. Kenjaku won. Right? Like, this is it. This should be it, right? Yuki's not there anymore. Choso got kicked out of the barrier by Tengen, who betrayed them, seemingly. What do we do now? Is the series over? Did Kenny win? I think Kenny won. What's so funny? Was it that face? Is that what you wished to look like? Almost as if... Ah. I never even thought of that. That's interesting. Really, realistically, Tengen does look like a thumb Sukuna. Just no hair and pupilless eye. Wow. I wonder, you asked me what I'm doing. All I need to do is distract you. Go perish as a human. Yo, Kenjaku hitting her with her own bar? That's crazy. Tengen, why couldn't you pop up as a distraction earlier? Like before she got bisected. Bruh, really? Die as a human. That's a bar, though. That's a bar. Yuki, you guys... Huh? Yeah, you forget to finish drawing this panel? Now, what? The mass adjusted by Bombaye doesn't affect me, but only up to a certain density. So that's a binding vow. Density, if there's no limit to the amount of mass Bombaye can add. No way. A black hole? Nah, bro, what? Black holes are extremely dense and their gravity is so strong that not even light, much less matter, can escape. As if you could create one by compressing the entire Earth to a diameter of 2 centimeters? Nah, bro, what? If you control gravity, but aren't you thinking so small? Yo. Okay. If she is really getting put in a pack, this is a metal way to get put in a pack. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is a crazy way to get packed up. This is... It sounds bad, but it is a crazy way to get packed up. She really about to... Gravity, mass, time, it all boils down to. She really straight opened a black hole. Nah, and this isn't a technique. This isn't a part of... I don't think this is her maximum technique. There was no maximum here. She just made a black hole. But how did it stop? Like, this should destroy the planet. Like, straight up. The black hole itself wouldn't last too long because of how tiny it would be relative to, like, black holes that need to survive. And there's not that much mass in our solar system, I think. Like, you could... I forget. I watched some video or read some article. Like, you could create a black hole in the solar system, but, like, unless it already... Like, a traveling black hole would do us in. Like, the ones that move, which is a terrifying thing to think about, but the ones that move could just blow through our solar system and just keep on pushing it. But if one were to spawn in our solar system just randomly, it shouldn't happen. Like, it's impossible to compress that much mass in our solar system, and the sun won't even become a black hole. It's too tiny for that. It's a yellow dwarf. But even still, this should be enough to at least consume the Earth. If Kenjaku tanks this, PJK may have just gotten a massive upscale. You know what I'm saying? But let's see. The heavens. But nah, Kenny ain't dead, though. Kenny can't. For some reason, despite him literally getting hit with a whole black hole, he's not dead. He's not dead. Because the plot, that's the thing. Either way, the plot's over. I don't know how's Gege going to do this? The plot's over, right? Bro ate a black hole with nothing but some loss of his clothes. What in the world? What in the world? Bro's different. Bro's indubitably different. Bro's indubitably different. Whew. Bro said, whew. He said, that's what I do after I run a 100-meter dash. I go, whew. That's what I do after I eat too much. I go, whew. That's what I do after completing a good draw. Whew. You don't say, whew, after getting hit by a black hole in a verse which highest feat was like island level before. What? Gave me quite a scare there, honestly. How? Curse technique reversal? Nah. I love how Kenny talks, too. He doesn't even talk like a 1,000-year-old sorcerer. He's just like, nah. Come on, B. You know it ain't like that. Let's see. The gravity from before was actually the technique reversal. Oh. The curse technique engraved on Itadori Kariori was actually anti-gravity system. I use my body as a domain to raise the technique's... What? To raise the technique's lapse limit on the time activation and unsteady output. The improvisation was a gamble, at least it worked. Had me sweating, though. Bro really said, yeah, I was low-key freestyling, but it worked out, so I'm chilling. Big chilling, you know? Big Kenny in the building. Big Kenjaku in the building. Yo, Kenjaku crazy, bro. Self-destruction that would have dragged the whole world was held back by Tengen's barrier and her force of will. Try to say thanks to that. So that is just the thing. If Yuki, if it's like a death match in a neutral plane, Yuki can just drop a black hole. Sure, she'll die too, but that's an immediate double KO. That's crazy. So if you wow, that the MHA verse, which was once way stronger. I mean, it's still way faster. I think like JJK does not have good speed feats outside of the one inaccessible feat. That's it. That's all it's got. But with that being the case, like at least attack potency wise, JJK just leaped up. Let me think of all the biggest new gens. Like, it was always ahead of Dr. Stone. MHA, nothing is like, what would a black hole be? Wouldn't that automatically be like at least Dwarf Star level? Like bare minimum Dwarf Star level? Yuki could throw hands in end of Series 7 Deadly Sins, dropping a black hole on people. Sure, some people could just leave. But, like, that is crazy. That is crazy. I'm going to talk more about that. What an exciting sideshow. Almost makes up for your boring life. Uh-oh, Tengen disappear? Farewell, my friend. Friend? In the hands of a one-time friend, Tengen falls. So wait, if Tengen just... But isn't that bad? Like, I'm not sure. Maybe Tengen did save this series, because if he just offed himself, or herself, then Kenny can't use cursed spirit manipulation, right? Because Tengen's... But then again, the body isn't disappearing like a curse would. So I'm not sure. Can he use cursed spirit manipulation on Tengen and control all the barriers? Or not? I don't know, we're in a rough spot, but like this is like endgame stuff. Like this could be straight at the end of the series right here. So wow. I mean, Heat chapter, I do feel I'm very mixed. I'm getting very big Stars and Stripes effect all over again. I'd say Stars and Stripes was worse. Mainly because it wasn't needed. Then again, you could argue this wasn't needed either. But this just continues Gege's track record of introducing female character and then getting rid of them in the most gruesome way possible. Like, it's just a track record bro has. Like, look at what happened to the Star Plasma Vessel? Shot through the head by Toji. Nobara, face blown off. Maki, burnt to a crisp. She's alive still, but burnt to a crisp. And to be fair, we don't know if Nobara is gone, but whole face blown off. Tengen, dead by a friend. Yuki, literally consuming herself in a last-ditch effort black hole that failed. Like, these female characters just fall out. So, I have a lot of thoughts.